Ben, take your bottle of vodka and stay where you are, because the rest of your side will now come up in roughly speaking batting order. I have N. Lee.
Nathan.
Yes. I can't read this and hand them out, so let's swipe one. Bhaskar Patel, up you come. He's one of these noughts. One ball vodka. Unbelievable. Peter Sands Clark. Star, Remy Star, who was almost a star before his own his age at 17. He gets a bottle of vodka. Ian Glenn, thank you. I'm sure he's already got a bottle of vodka because he's getting a bottle of vodka. The aforementioned Bell Chambers, all of them. Court Fines, Bold Hog, 4. Tom Ward, where are you? Come and get your vodka. And then a brace of Taylors. Let's have them both. Wherever they are. Take your vodkas. But there is one name missing, you will have noticed. One name missing. Because the really large bottles of vodka go to the people who've done well, which suggests that actually... well, anyway. Back to come here right now. The winner of today's Man of the Match on behalf of the Actors 11 for scoring an incredible 86 and being gifted a wicket by his father, the umpire, is Will Troughton. Great effort. I just want to say, Will, that's better than any other member of your family has ever achieved in any form of cricket, isn't it?
Definitely, absolutely, definitely. I just wonder how I'm going to fit that in my freezer.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? I think about the really big one there as well. That's a big problem. You fell just short of 100, 14 runs, agonisingly short. You nearly took your team to victory. How do you feel?
I need a shower to wash the stench of defeat. I've never got 100. Never got 100. So but next year.
Next year, indeed. Well said. Thank you, Will. Well done. Ben, very quickly. It's a couple of quick words. I want to understand the shocking, terrifying and traumatic disappointment you must feel at letting Charlie Campbell win again.
I tell you what, it was actually a close run thing. We felt really on top in the first session.
You were on top in the first session. Yeah, then there was a chat, wasn't there? Yeah.
There was a chance, then I came out to bowl.
And you think at that point the whole thing went horribly wrong?
I think at that point the souffle began to collapse. Okay, Zaltzman's called it.
Well, it made for a great game. It made for a great game, Ben, frankly. So thank you ever so much for being part of it. And let's hope we see you next year. Now, following a very similar rubric, only with different people, let's get the captain of the Authors 11 and coincidentally one of the founders of this festival. I wonder how his teams win all the time here at Wormsley, Words and Wickets, of which he is a founding member. Charlie, the 17th century Roue Campbell, up you come! Take your vodka, and in batting order pretty much. I want Hotton J, Will Fines, Anthony McGowan, Matt Thacker. Could someone help Matt? That terrible hamstring injury that meant that he didn't have to field for 38 overs. It's a little jaunty. Nick Hogg, the destroyer, the Keith Miller of this team. Andy Boom Boom Zaltzman. Peter Frankopan, who failed to match his record of over 37 and over. That would have made the last. Locking's interesting. Nigel Henderson for his tremendous performance of not batting, not bowling, and not moving in the field. He gets a bottle of vodka. He gets a bottle of vodka. And finally, the Lion of Rajasthan himself, Thomas Holland. 1 for 57 in 8 overs. But you'll notice one name missing, and it's fairly obvious. For his fantastic 66 and 3 for 24 in 8 overs, Ben Falk is the man of the match for the Wickets. Fantastic. No, quick word. All-round fantastic performance. They put you under the... I mean, you came in at a very difficult time. Wickets had fallen. It was all down to you. How did you cope with the pressure?
Well, I didn't sleep very well last night, so actually I just felt sick all the way through my innings.
That's how it worked for Gary Sobers at Lords, if you remember. Right. Anything else to add?
I'm tired, really tired.
Tired, you want to go home? You poor thing. Well, at least you have vodka. At least you have vodka. Off you go. Let's talk to Charlie. Charlie, you are a quarter of the engine, of the brainchild, of the mental thing we have gone through for the last 3 days.
I'd say probably an eighth.
Okay, an eighth, whatever you want to call it. But once again, you've come out on top. It always seems to happen this way. Yesterday, through quite flagrant cheating. Today, what did you do different to make sure that you were going to win today?
Well, I took a catch.
Yeah.
No, for my team, no position. It's a big difference. There's motivation.
Well, I thought you captained your team splendidly throughout. You're now unbeaten in words and wickets, is that right?
Yes.
For that, you must be richly and massively applauded. You must be pleased also with the whole festival and how it all went.
Yeah, brilliant turnout. You know, we hit our straps, we executed our skills, and everyone accessed the boundary.
Well said. And are there any spare bottles of vodka?
No.
No, there aren't. That's official. Okay. In that case, you go, because I've got to give out loads more bottles of vodka. Firstly, the umpires. Where are the umpires? Other umpires, look at these! You get that. Oh, you get that. Thank you very much. Thank you. My voice is now finally going. There are three scorers. Three scorers. Let's have all of them. Laura the scorer. Ditch. Mick Warren. Oh, it's not here. Right, you'll take this for him, right? Laura the scorer. She gets a bottle of vodka. And Ditch, he gets a bottle of vodka. There are three then. There's one for Matt Thacker's substitute. Who substitutes for Matt Thacker? Who's the father or mother of such? Go on, take it. Take it. And one final bottle of vodka before I hand over to Katie. This is for Chance to Shine. Is anybody from Chance to Shine here? Is Heather here or is Simon Dyson here? Is no one here? You're going to take it. So do you want to come up and explain what this is all about? Can you make it? Do you want me to come to you because you're so energetic? Is that your? Come on. Come, John. This is a bottle of vodka from Chance to Shine, signed. Is that right, Matt? By everybody. Is that the idea?
Except you, Daniel, I think.
If I signed it, I'd take it away with me. Okay, so you're going to take that and give it to... Jeez, unbelievable. Right, that concludes the presentation ceremony, but it doesn't conclude the wibble, because I'm now finished, done, it's over. And instead, the person who really started this whole thing, who came up with it, I don't know how long ago it was now, about 15 minutes? No, 16 months ago, Katie Walker. Thank you, Katie, for it is your brainchild.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for being here. We've had a lot of fun and we've ended with a lot of laughter, so I'll be brief, but I would like to say that 101 years ago, not terribly far from here in Northamptonshire, my father was born. He absolutely loved cricket, he absolutely loved literature. The two things that I remember from my childhood is being taught how many balls there were in an over and discussions about T.S. Eliot. He married late in life, and sadly when I was 10 and my sisters were 9 and 8, he died. But before that, he had taught us to come into the garden at the end of every over and tell him what the score was. And that next summer, when we were left at home on our own with the nanny, we thought it was terribly strange that there was no cricket on. So we switched on the TV when it was still on terrestrial. It will come back. And It was 1981. And as a result, we all fell in love with cricket. I became a cricket commentator and started this festival. My middle sister, who married young, her 2 children play for Surrey Youth. And my younger sister, Sophie, who was here today, was the first female chief executive of a cricket club. Anyway, he would love all you lot that love words and love cricket. It'd be a nightmare if he was here. He'd be drinking loads with you on the boundary, and he'd be just the same. And you do very strange things for love and bereavement, or very wonderful things, and I count this as one. And this is the second year of what I hope will be absolutely many, because so many people that have been here today say, and yesterday and the day before, that it's extraordinary. And so, see you all in 2015. I have to say thank yous before I go. I worked out, because I lent Dan a fiver that I've now given him, that I think he got something like 47.5p for everything he's done this week. My main thanks go to Keith and Nicola Gap, who have sponsored us to go into the market with a new idea, which I know everybody will love and will be huge in the future. But they have stayed with us at the birth and have been a wellspring of goodwill all along and kept me extremely kind. They are really wonderful people. Thank you very much. Matt Thacker, who has dealt with me talking way too loud on the phone for the last few months in the office. Organiser Kirsty Pitt and Cedering, who's in Tuscany right now, and Charlie Campbell, Authors 11 captain, and all of the authors, who I now consider are the festival home team, and Wormsley is your fortress. And for the Actors 11 and Musicians 11 yesterday, thank you so much, because you're a flaky lot. Bar Ian Glenn, where is he? He's wonderful. He committed in November. So, Bar Ian, thank you very much for stepping in relatively last minute, and see you all next year.